Told a girl no today. So this chick and I had a cool thing going on. She would come into my store and chit-chat for like 30 minutes, so we agreed to go on a date to a brewery, but she ghosted me. She never explained why and I never asked her. I took it pretty hard but maintained a positive attitude and kept going. Today she came in and invited me to come to her friend's birthday with her. Usually I would have been like, yes, I'll be there, but this time I said no, I'm good, I'm going for a run with my friend. I feel good about my decision, but not quite sure. LOL, what do you guys think? You all living in another universe with no coronavirus. How changing your attitude can increase your attraction with women. Right now there are some men who think that they can't get women because of their looks. What actually happens when you do this is your body language changes. You may avoid eye contact, you may have your head down, you may look down at the floor when you talk to her. Your poor attitude and sense of self-uncertainty will make you look unattractive to women. Even if you have male model looks. Let's say you think you're an ugly man. But you still look women in the eye. You speak to them with certainty. You show interest without being cringy. What do you think is gonna happen? You will look more attractive. There will be something about you. Don't think of yourself as an ugly man. Think of yourself as an average-looking man. Your attitude will sway what end of the spectrum you'll fall on. If you're cringy and creepy, you'll be ugly to women. If you're cool and confident, you'll fall on the attractive. There's just something about end of the spectrum. The more you normalize women, the more confident you'll become. Have you noticed that unattractive women are usually attracted to you? That's because you don't put them on a pedestal. You may even seem smooth and confident around unattractive women. The moment you like a woman, you act needy, you put her on a pedestal, you are at her mercy. You fall right into the category of men she finds unattractive. Try this. The hotter a woman is, the less you care about getting her. Not in a she's out of my league so I won't try kinda way. More like, she's hot, let's see if she's worth my time. If not, I'm not afraid to walk away from her. The moment you start thinking on these lines, your attitude will change. You'll feel like you have power in the interaction. You may notice that she will try to be on her best behavior or start showing signs that she's interested in you. This new mindset will take conditioning, but once it's a part of your personality, you'll see how much success you'll have with hotter women. The more you value yourself, the more she will value you. If she does not value you, don't get involved with her. What you need are social skills. We think game is about seducing women, but in reality it is your social skills. We should aim to improve them, and the good thing is that we can get to practice that every day so many times even though we may not be conscious. If you think it's all about approaching women at the club, you are never gonna really conquer this demon. It's a bigger thing. Practice your social skills every time with everyone, put yourself in your best mood/zone and thrive. It's true. Being an attractive man is a byproduct of having good social skills. The inner game is the foundation to attraction. For all the guys who want something practical, here's what you can do: develop hobbies. Workout/exercise. Read books. Stay current on world events and media. Build a fashionable wardrobe. Stay well groomed. Practice vocal tonality and projection. Develop positive and alpha body language. Go see a therapist or counselor for trauma. Meditate. Develop a healthy relationship with your family. Develop more high-quality friends. Host events and parties. I had one of the best dates I've ever had after months of self-improvement. Last time I went on a date with a girl was last fall, and then, I thought it went fine. Then she ghosted me and I was in misery for weeks. In hindsight, it was a terrible date idea and I will never do it again. Since then, I have been working on myself, clearing my mind off of girls, working out regularly, which I have been doing for years, and talking to friends. Last week, I matched with a girl on Tinder who goes to the same school and lives 1 mile away from me. We began to talk and then got her SC then her number. Due to the COVID-19, as everyone is aware, we could not meet right away. So I asked her if she'd like to FaceTime that night. We did for 1 hour as I had to leave because my friends wanted to play games. A couple of days have passed and we FaceTimed again. But this time, we talked for 3 hours. There were some silences, but I was not fazed by it. We talked about school, dogs, family, funny stories, where we grew up, and etc. Before I hung up, I asked her to go out with me, and she said yes right away, so I saw that as a good sign. Last weekend, she came over and I cooked for her. It wasn't fancy. I made beef kimchi tacos from what I had left over from the fridge. I realized cooking and eating would not be the first date idea because there would be too much time spent on chewing, but since we talked a lot on FaceTime, she and I were okay with it. After, we watched Parasite on my bed, and I immediately put my arms around her. I learned that I need to always close the distance. It worked out fantastically as she leaned her head against mine. Then I began to play footsies and she reciprocated. My back began to hurt after holding her for 2 straight hours, but it was worth it for the kiss during the credit scene. We cuddled and kissed for hours until bed. She didn't want to have sex and I respected her decision. When we woke up, we kissed and cuddled for 2 more hours until things escalated dramatically until we had a happy ending. I made pancakes for her and she left me with a kiss. She said she will cook for me next time, so I'm excited. If you are nervous about the first date, FaceTime is not a bad option to get to know each other. You can make up an exit if things don't go well and she can't really ghost you. Always close distance physically, and if she reciprocates, begin to escalate. And most importantly, respect her decisions.